Hello everyone, how you doing? Welcome back to GameTechUK. I've waited a little while to say that. In this stream, we're not even going to play a game. I'm going to stay full stream for the entire time. We're just going to have a cup of tea, right? Just a nice cup of tea and a bit of a catch up. So about a 20-minute stream, just catching up really. It seems so long since I last streamed. We had, let me just stop that going in and out of focus. 2 seconds. We had a holiday to Scotland. That was 2 weeks. This is all in August, by the way, which is fine. That was totally fine. 2 week holiday. It was actually nice to have a break from the channel. I had some things happening around that time, and if you're in Discord, you'll know what that was. So that actually come at a great time. Then back for a couple of days. I don't think I streamed in between, did I? But then I went off to Gamescom, which was fantastic, and we'll talk about that. I did stream from there, so there was still activity on the channel going there. And then we got stuck in Germany once all the planes had been grounded, and I only got back yesterday. It took me 2.5 days to get home. Yeah, so it seems like August has just gone past. Okay, a lot of it was fun. A lot of it was fun, trust me. Scotland was beautiful. Gamescom was fantastic, and we had some fun on our little adventure. But yeah, August is just gone. Well, it's September. Is it September now or tomorrow? It's September tomorrow, isn't it? So I'm back now. I'm proper back now. And when I say I'm back, I'm thinking about the channel. I'm thinking about the channel. I want to get on the channel. So yeah, I'm absolutely back now. And also my wife's job role has changed, so she's going to go back to work rather than work at home. So I'm going to have a lot more time during the day, like I used to before she changed the job role a year ago. And like Monday to Friday, I'm just here on my own all day long. So outside of stuff that I'm doing at work, I want to really, really hit it. We've got some beautiful games coming up. Oh my God, we've got some really good games coming. It's the best time of the year for gaming, autumn and then winter. Yeah, I'm actually feel really, really excited about it all. So thank you very much for coming in. Yes, we did make it. Hello, Raki. We met up with Raki's son, Jalram, and his cousin, Rednas, in Amsterdam, actually. Para come from the Netherlands to meet us in Germany. He could have just waited, couldn't he? It was really good. You got a lovely son there, Raki. Yeah, he's a credit to you. And Rednas is very, very nice as well. It was lovely to meet up with him. We went to like like the London dungeons. They've got one in Amsterdam, so we went in there, and it was so funny because Jalram was absolutely bricking it. It was really, really funny. But yes, let me say some lovely hellos, and then we'll get on with it. Well, I don't know what we're going to get on with. We're not gaming in this stream, so just rest assured. As long as you know from this point, there'll be no gaming in this stream. We'll just chat for as long as we want to, probably 20 minutes, half hour, and then I'll be back tonight. Actually, I think I'm going to start streaming tonight. So yeah, he loves a dungeon. Right, who have we got in? We've got Liam. Hello, mate. Geiger, we got Spaghetti, hello Robbie, Jake Gray, Melody, Stu Allen, we got Pete, David, Beard of Power, Brownie's in here, Crusader. It feels so good to be reading out names, trust me. Hello Dazza, hello Zevo, hello Daryl. And it's funny, I bet you're like, like a lot of you come in every day while you're at work and stuff like that. Hello, Glenn. No, I said Glenn already. Mark, thank you, Mark, for that tip. I appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. Hello, Claret, Cave, Palms. Bit of a trek. Oh, God. And he was full of meeting you guys. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, Jalram is Max's friend. They've been speaking together for 4 years. Okay, for the first whatever it was about racing, but they speak every day. They're friends, and Red Nass is a friend to Max as well. So it was really, really nice, actually. Yeah, it was really nice. Um, but yes, I'm sure you got used to me not being there very, very quickly. But at the same time, you'll get used to me being back very, very quickly. But yeah, I can't wait to start streaming again. It's going to be awesome. Hello, Steve, David, Robbie M. Hello, Captain. How are you? Slappy. Where in Scotland did you go? We did the NC 500. So we started at Inverness. We had a camper van. We drove up to, always follow me on Twitter because I posted shitloads of pictures on there. There's loads of pictures in there. Oh, my dog's barking and I'm expecting a delivery. Please. It's back to normal already, isn't it? Give me 2 seconds. Dog's trolling me. There was no one there. Are you getting Starfield early or next week? No, I'll get it early. Yeah, I've already brought it. I brought the 34.99 upgrade, which I should be able to play tomorrow. But we had this planned anyway before I knew about Starfield. But we're going to go to a theme park tomorrow because it's Max's last day of his holiday. So hopefully I can stream that in the evening, and that's not a bad thing anyway because you would have all been playing it, and you'll be a little bit further ahead than me. So that's totally fine. If I don't get a chance tomorrow because we're late, then I will stream over the weekend sometime. Hello, Pivers. How are you? It was a false alarm. Yeah. Oh, did you guess that? Yeah. Hello, Joseph. How are you? Yeah. So, what was we saying? What was we talking about? We've got so much to talk about. Follow me on Twitter. Always. I always post stuff of what I'm doing. Outside of the channel, so there's lots of Scotland pictures on there. But yes, we did the NC 500. So we had a camper van, me, my missus, and Max. We left the dog here because it just wasn't enough room in this particular camper van. Drove up, made our way up to Inverness, and then went all the way round anti-clockwise for the NC 500. What a beautiful country that is. We saw some fucking amazing sights. Oh my god! And then worked. She's barking again. I'm not going again. Then she worked. We worked our way all the way back down. It was fantastic. 2 weeks of real good fun. Nice and relaxing. Stopping off somewhere every different every single day. So that was fantastic, and that was 2 weeks. So that already felt like a lot of time off the channel. Then I can't remember if I streamed in between Scotland and Gamescom. I can't remember, but then we went to Gamescom, which I still consider for the channel, and I did stream on the channel, so that's not too bad. I must give a massive apology because I wasn't able to read chat, was I? You saw what was going on there, and I read some chat, but I knew that you would forgive me for that. Yeah, it was fantastic. Gamescom is it's so big. It's overwhelmingly big. Absolutely brilliant. How good is it to be able to swear again while streaming? You behaved so well at Gamescom. Yes, it was difficult at times, but it wasn't because there was obviously kids in front of me and lots of people. So no, that wasn't too bad. I really enjoyed it on stage, actually. Really did. Yeah, really did. We forgive you. Thank you, Beard, but we're all back to normal now. So hopefully I'll be streaming tonight. One game that caught my eye, actually a couple of indie style games that caught my eye at Gamescom. One of them was called Under the Waves, and I think it's out now, so I might stream that tonight. Looks really good. I was immediately taken with it, and I queued up and I had a go. I actually queued up and had another go. Very good. It's an underwater adventure. Immediately you think, oh, is it Subnautica? But it's not. I think it's just an exploration adventure game, so we'll start that tonight. Unfortunately, it's not on Game Pass, so it is £34, I think, but I'll buy that for tonight. If you have been to EGX, how does it compare, or is any? Yeah, I mean, there's lots of vlogs on the channel for EGX. EGX. So at Gamescom, there's around 10 huge halls of stuff, right? And they're not padded. They are crammed full of gaming stuff. And I think the biggest EGX has ever been would be the equivalent, being fair to both without exaggerating or under exaggerating, whatever that word is. I would say one hall is the biggest EGX has ever been, and there's 10 halls at Gamescom. It's so big, it's overwhelming. You walk in, you never know where you are because you're permanently lost. There's so many people. I think it was 400,000 over the 4 days. So there's 100,000 people in there at any one time. If you don't like crowds, don't go to Gamescom. It is crowds. But it was a lot of fun. I didn't actually queue up to go on much. Obviously, a lot of my time was spent near the Astragon stage, getting ready, getting prepped up, practicing for this, that, and the other. So although I did see all of it, I didn't see all of it that many times. So that was in my mind. That is what I was there for. So I wanted to be there early and afterwards have a bit of a chat, etc. So I spent a lot of time at the Astragon stand, which is fantastic. But yeah, we did. I didn't spend a lot of time queuing up for stuff. We got the what they called like exhibitor passes because I was part of Astragon, so we was able to get in while there was 100,000 people standing at the gate. We was able just to walk straight in, so that was good. A couple of little bits we went on with no queues, but a lot of it is just looking. A lot of Gamescom, I think, for the experience is just looking and just just looking around and taking it all in. Not necessarily the. I did post a picture on Twitter actually. There was a 4 hour queue for one of the games. I can't even think what the game it was. I didn't. I don't think I even know the game. There's a 4 hour queue for it. If you do ever go, take a little stool, a fold up chair. That's the real secret. Oh God, I had massive blisters. My feet were aching. My knees were gone. It was absolutely exhausting. It really, really was. But yeah, it was so good, and I will go again. Gamescom is the biggest thing for gaming in the world. Now E3 doesn't really exist anymore. Gamescom is where it's at. Absolutely where it's at. There was so much stuff. One thing, the big difference I did find with EGX, forget size, was the amount of effort that each of the stands put into it. They had each stand had a really big space. There were so many props like cars and trucks and stuff like that. There was none of that EGX. You just got your stand, a few banners, and that's it. That was one of the big differences. Like even like the small stuff like Alaskan truck. If you watch my interview on there, you see they've made like a great big front of a truck. All the stands were just beyond expectation, and that was a really good part of it. There was quality oozing from every single corner. It wasn't just like, oh well, let's prop up our table, put a few of them sort of pop up things behind us, and that's it. It was a lot of quality, and the amount of effort that goes into putting these stands up. Obviously, I was backstage, so I could see what was going on. I could see the size of the team, and that's just one stand. Astragon did actually have quite a big stand. They said they had a bigger stand last year, but they didn't have a streaming stage, if you like. This is the first time they've had not only a streaming stage, but streamers all the way through. And yeah, a lot of work goes into it. A lot of work before well, obviously planning. They said they spent 3 months planning this, and then a lot of setup time, and then once on the what day did it stop? On the Sunday at 8 o'clock, once it stopped, we got masses of pizza, and then within an hour, all the stands are gone. They're just all down. Obviously, there's more cleaning up to do after that, but they just start disassembling the minute 8 o'clock turns, and there's a lot of work to be done. Was there much clunge about? Yes. Right, look, fantastic, fantastic, defo on the list. Yes, yeah. One thing I would say is, if we went as a crew, it would be very, very hard to stay together. That's the only thing I would say there. It's very, very busy. There's a lot of stuff going on, huge crowds. It would be very, very difficult. Unlike at EGX, even at EGX, it's a bit like, oh God, where is it? Where's everyone gone? We've had meetups in the past, and we will have a meetup this year. Actually, I am going to go to EGX, but it'll be very, very awkward and hard to stick together as a group. There's so much stuff going on there. There was even like when we went downstairs into one of the basements, right? There's a drifting section, cars drifting. It wasn't just a little corner. I think if you went to a drifting event, it wouldn't be as big as this. There was just some crazy stuff there. The merch was, all the little like, manga stuff you can buy, swords, all the stuff. It was humongous, bigger than I've ever seen. It just goes on and on and on, stacked to the ceiling of things to buy. It was crazy. My dog's barking again. I'm not going out there. We just run off from those we don't like at EGX. I joined the chat to Clunge Talk. Yeah, Max did an esport little thing. It was for ADAC, one of the insurance companies, but they also sponsor an esports team. And the idea was they had 3 races throughout the day on Race Room, Mercedes at Red Bull Ring, and God, I'm just going to see if that is someone there. 2 seconds. No. What was I saying then? Oh yeah, right. So yeah, this huge stand, and all the stands, like I say, were done really well. This one had like a DJ on there. It was really, really cool. I do have a smart doorbell. I just logged in. Yeah, you're right. This is a very British form of swatting. Knocking nine doors. No, knock down ginger, we called it. But yes, okay, so ADAC had a really large stand with two real DTM cars on there and a massive screen, which you saw on the video, and four full setups. And they had three races throughout the day, and people could queue up and qualify for that race. And the top four people then got to do the esports race. Max qualified, went to number one and stayed there for the entire 4 hours. Little shit. It was a really good race. If you haven't seen it, it's on the channel. It's not the best filming because there was hundreds of people watching. He was absolutely bricking it, but he went through it. He did it. He had his headphones on. He was trying to calm down before the race. He had to nip off for a big toilet. He was really nervous, as I would be, like getting up in front of hundreds of people. He qualified second. Got in front, made a mistake, lost that, got back, but yeah, he won it, and he won 2 tickets to DTM in Hockenheim. So I might have to take him to Germany again. So they're free tickets, but I got to take him to bloody Germany. But yeah, really, really nice racing, and the crowd was like pretty silent all the way through. And then when he won, they loved it. It was really, really good. But yeah, that was what else can we say about Gamescom? It was really good streaming on stage. Who there's 148 here. Who actually watched it? Was it interesting to watch, even though I couldn't really stream? Check the chat. Was it a bit boring? Did you just click off? I'm just interested, by the way. Obviously, this is what we do, don't we? We interact, we stream, and I was aware that obviously I had my phone there, but there's people in front. I can't just be reading out everything, can I? And it was like, it was an awkward one. They love merch. Did you see when I was giving away the merch? Oh my God, yes. You enjoyed what you could catch, yeah. I saw you Carl Cox in the gaming crowd. Hello, Scarab, how are you? Yeah, his nerves did not show, and absolutely nailed it. Yeah, he did. He did really, really well. Really well. It was a laugh. You did fantastic. Thank you, Monty. Thank you. There's nothing. Oh my God, Matt. Oh, thank you, Crafty. And then, right, so we we stayed in Cologne in Germany. Um, Finished on the Sunday night for Gamescom. Had some pizza there, so we didn't eat out that night. Went back to the hotel. I packed all the case up. Bearing in mind, if you know me, you know my wife does everything like that. Whenever we go on holiday, I barely even know where we're going. She knows the flights, the coaches, all the transfers. She knows everything. And because she's been doing that for years, like I've never done any of that. So me and Max were already nervous. We were already joking, saying, "Can you imagine me and Max without my wife? Where are we going to end up?" Little did we know. So we went back to the hotel, packed it all up, which I've never even packed a bag, right? She does all that. So suddenly the bag's like, how am I going to close this? Oh, you got to fold them all up, right? So I did all that, went down to breakfast, got an Uber to the airport. That's fine. We were there about an hour early, just sitting, relaxing, thinking, oh, lovely. Right. I've done me Scotland holiday. I've done Gamescom. I can't wait to get back. The flight's only an hour. An hour. It's nothing, is it? My car is literally outside Stansted Airport. It's 2 second walk. I park right there. So we're sitting there and we get on the plane. And there was a bit of a wait anyway, because with normally, say British Airways or whoever, they need a bit of time, don't they? They restock the plane, they give it a good clean. Not Ryanair. That as people are getting off, people are getting on. It's like, come on, quick as possible. It's really, pure and simple, as cheap as possible. They barely even clean it in between each flight. So we was already waiting a while anyway, and I was like, why are we waiting so long? It's got to take off in a minute. Anyway, we got onto the plane. Did the safety briefing, seatbelts on, just about to engine start up, and then the pilot comes on and says, something's going on here. We're not taking off, and we're not actually taking off between the next 2 to 4 hours. Something happened with air traffic control in London or in the UK. So not sure what's happening. We'll get back to you. And now we're thinking, you know what it's like. You hear these reports of people staying on the planes for hours and hours and hours. I was like, and the seats are already uncomfortable. It's just rubbish, basically. So we're sitting there thinking, oh, for God's sake, we might have to be here for 2 hours, maybe even 4 hours. About 20 minutes later, he comes up. It's cancelled. You're not flying anywhere, unfortunately. Something to do with the UK radar. the flight has been cancelled. We're going to have to get you off, put you back for arrivals, and then you can come back into the airport and sort out. It's not our fault. Have a lovely day." And people did actually laugh when he said that. He said that. He went, "I'm sorry, it's not our fault, but we do hope you have a lovely day." So we get off the plane. We haven't got any bags underneath. If you go priority on Ryanair, you're allowed one sort of small suitcase which goes over the top and in a bag. So we can get straight off. Another 20-minute wait to get the bus because it wasn't planned. Went through arrivals again, and because we're out of the EU, everyone else can go through normal passport control. The UK's been sent right down the corridor with two people working, and you've just got to wait. We already did that once when we got there, so this time we got to do it again. And we haven't even been anywhere. We could have just gone back up the lift, but oh no, they wanted us to go out of arrivals. So we go out of arrivals. Someone in the queue has said to me, like, look at this news report. No one is flying anywhere. Apparently, I've just tried to rebook my flight. It's 4 days. We can't get out till Thursday. And now I'm panicking. Fucking hell. What the fuck is... I'm literally panicking. I'm texting my wife. What do you do? What the fuck do you do? Can you... And then he says, well, I've just ordered a Flixbus. It's leaving tonight and it will be 12 hours and I'll get back to the UK tomorrow. Right, it's called Flixbus. How do you book that? What the fuck? Get the app. Oh, so I'll just text my missus, can you order me a Flixbus? Quick, it's fucking happening. There's people just panicking now. There's websites crashing. People want to get home. So I'm like, shit, what do you do? And in the meantime, 3 or 4 other people overheard what he said to me. They've gone, I've just booked it. Thanks for that. My missus has said, it took the money, but it says it's declined now. The thing isn't available. I'm fucking now. I'm panicking. What the fuck? 4 days. I'm really panicking. Max is just like, what are we going to do? How are we going to get home? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to sleep in the hotel for 4 days. I don't know. In the airport for 4 days. So we went outside, went for arrivals, and I was chatting to one of the Flixbus drivers because my missus, it just won't accept the payment. Whether the website's gone down, I don't know. He said to me, well, you know, you've got different options. Just stay here in Germany and try and get a hotel. Other people booking hotels. There's no hotels available because obviously everyone's stuck there. Or he said, the route is to go from here to Amsterdam to London, right? He said, I'm leaving right now. I can see you're in a bit of a state here. Get on the bus. I'll take you to Amsterdam. I won't even charge you. Lovely bus as well, like really, really nice bus. Comes Brussels, London by train. Yeah, you try and book it, Matt. 1, they was already full up. 2, they were almost up to £1,000. I've got screenshots. To hire a car was 2 grand. I had flights home with a massive break in between that were 3 grand each. Crazy, crazy. Websites seem to react to this instantly. All the trains were full up. Eurostar, anything like that to get us across was all completely booked up. So he said, it was like, look, I'm leaving in a few minutes. It's up to you. Oh, shit, what do I do? Do we go to Amsterdam? And I said to Max, it was quite liberating actually. For the first few minutes, it was really liberating. I said, should we just get on this coach and fucking see where it takes us? And he's like, should we do it? I'm like, yeah. So we get on the coach. I'm feeling also almost semi-excited now. All right, we go to Amsterdam. We've already been to Amsterdam last year, actually. Right, okay, fuck it. And the bloke said, yeah, sit down. We had a lovely table. It was like sitting in a bloody hotel room. It was really, really nice. 10 minutes into the journey, my missus is like, what do you mean you've just got on a bus to Amsterdam? What? That's no different to sitting in Germany. Oh, fucking hell, what have I done? What have I done the right thing? I don't know if I've done the right thing. She went, well, I just can't see why you've got on a random bus to Amsterdam. Surely everyone in Amsterdam is going to be in the same situation. So I stood up, I went to the bloke. I think I need to get off. He's like, what do you mean you need to get off? And this was half hour into the journey. We're in the middle of Germany. I don't fucking know where I am. I said, I think I need to get off. I don't know what I've done. Fucking hell. I was almost shaking, because my wife's not there. She sorts this shit out. I just follow along and pay. And he went, well, you're in the middle of nowhere. It's going to cost you loads to get back there and you're going to be in no different position. I'm like, oh, shit. All right, I'll stay. So I said to the missus, I'm staying in Amsterdam. She's on the phones, she's on the internet in the UK trying to sort everything out. Anyway, she says, right, got your hotel, 90 quid. Really nice hotel, actually. And she eventually got a bus tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the evening. So all we had to do was do a 4.5 hour journey from Germany to Amsterdam, which went really, really nice. We was in Amsterdam. We got to our hotel, just about a 10-minute walk away, and then we just had to wait until we had to sleep that night, and then wait till 8 o'clock the next day, the next evening, to go on this bus, which isn't a Flix bus. It's called a blah blah car. I don't know whether you've seen them in London. Blah blah car, they're called. They're a bit shit. It was all right, but it was fine. But there was a lot of stress involved. And then we got on there, and it took 12 hours, which was really weird actually, because it didn't seem like 12 hours. It was all right in retrospect. You know what these adventures are like. Sometimes when you're there, you live in it. It's horrible. But when you get home, you think, actually, that weren't bad. And we had time in Amsterdam, not red light time. We met up with we met up with Raki's son, Jalram, and Red Nas, who's his cousin, which Max has been friends with for 4 years. So that was really nice. We took him to the dungeons, not the dungeons, the London dungeons. Actually, it was Raki's idea. No, it was Max's idea. And then Raki's like, yeah, let's do something fun. So we sat down, we had lunch. I treated him to lunch, and then we walked to the dungeons, and we went in. Jalram's already scanned the code; he's already booked it in. Luckily, we got these Merlin passes, which we're going to use tomorrow, actually, which get you in for free, don't they? You pay a subscription and gets you in for free. So we went in there, and then Jalram starts saying, "So, what actually is this place? What do you mean dungeons?" And I'm like, "Well, it's like the dungeons, isn't it? Like He went, what, like on TikTok where they come running up at you? And he's getting proper stressed. He doesn't like it at all. If you've been to the London dungeons, they take you into a room, do a little skit, and then you go through to the next room. It's just fun. There's nothing too much at all. But he was genuinely frightened the whole time through. It was really funny. And then we said goodbye to them, and then went back, got our bags, got on the coach, just sat there. And funnily enough, I did tweet a picture. It was quite squash. Max is next to me. He's already fucked off to sleep. So there's not much leg room. I've got my laptop out. They've got chargers in there, like UK plugs, but the one next to me wasn't working. So I've had to lean back, put it in the one behind me. There was no one sitting there. What's that? No, shut the door. Sorry? What's Try and meet up with them on the way. Okay. Well, be careful. Take your phone. All right, see you later. So I spent about 20 minutes fucking trying to get the laptop out, chargers. If I'm going to play it, I need a controller. Oh, where's the cable? And then put it on. Thought, right, Harry Potter, I'll fucking destroy you for hours. Put it on like that, and it was night time, so the coach was pitch black. Put it on, started playing, sent a picture, put it on Twitter, because if you're on Twitter, I was updating you. Whether you was interested or not, I don't know, but it was fun to put on there. And took a picture. Right, here we go. Hogwarts, lovely. Oh, I don't know what it was. It gave me incredible motion sickness. I think because the coach had that sort of air suspension, so he was doing that, and it was moving left to right, and I was looking down, but I could see the traffic. I was like, within a minute to 30 seconds, I was like, I feel sick. Oh, fucking hell, I've just spent 20 minutes setting all this up. Shut, put it all back in. Yeah, fuck. I play Train Station on my phone. Train Station, we've talked about it a few times, but it did make me feel sick. The motion sickness, I thought I can't even risk motion sickness on this fucking 12-hour journey. So, yes, yeah. And that was it, really. Oh God, John was in here. It was good. It was good fun, though, wasn't it? Yeah. There's Jelma, which is Raki's son. It was so funny. He took a picture. We did like a little picture of him and Max and Rednas, and he went, "I'll stand in the middle because I'm so hot. I think I'm sweating." He was really, really, he was really scared of it, but it's fine. Did you manage to get more sleep? I did a little bit, but I went into sort of like protective mode. Funnily enough, we had years ago we had an overnight delay. I think it was Turkey. I can't remember, but rather than everyone go back to the hotel, and you're not allowed your bags back, are they? So they're right, we'll take you back to the hotel, you sleep, you come back here. I said, I'm not doing that. I'll just stay here. The coffee shop's open. I've got me phone or whatever. This is many years ago. Max was only a baby in his pushchair. So I went into like protection mode. My two kids, my two eldest kids was fast asleep. Mrs. was fast asleep. Max was fast asleep. I just sat there all night, just looking after him basically. Then I got on the plane and I was gone. So I think I did the same thing. I just wanted to stay awake, just look after Max. The driver was a little bit. It was a lot of swerving, a lot of bibbing. It wasn't the most. It wasn't the best drive. So I had a little bit. But not much sleep. No, no. And then after we got home, that was only to Victoria. Then we had to get a tube from Victoria to Tottenham Hale. Then we had to get a 40-minute train ride because my car's at Stansted where we left it. So another, it's not done yet, is it? And even when I get into the car, I've got an hour and a half drive. It just never ended, but I was so happy to be home. Oh God, and I hadn't seen my wife for a week. And you know how much I love my missus. Oh God, never been apart from her. Never. I think one, maybe 2 nights at most. So all of a sudden, I hadn't seen her for a week. I hadn't seen my dog, my eldest son, my home, my gaming room. You lot. It was brilliant. But can I ask how much it was from Amsterdam? It was 139 quid for both of us. It's not that bad. It's not that bad at all. Yeah. Next time we travel to London, you're welcome, Jelma. Yeah, you're absolutely welcome. Yeah. The Porsche looked great sat in the car park. Yeah, just sitting there. I had a little bit of luck in the car park. It was, I think, there was an overpayment because all the website was down, so my wife could never log in and extend the car parking. That was going to be another 140 quid on top of the 139 that I'd already paid. Astragon paid for that. It's not a problem. But when we got there, I said it won't take my payment. I tried to pay, and he went, "Have you been stranded?" I went, "Yeah." He went, "Don't worry, just call for me on the way out, Craig. Press the button. All right, Craig. Yeah, I'll let you out." So that was nice. Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, we're not playing anything in this stream. We're just having a chat. But I will be back later on tonight to play. But yeah, I haven't even drunk my tea yet. It was a bit of fun. It's something that me and Max will always remember. It was fun. We enjoyed it. Bits we did enjoy, bits we didn't. It was lovely stopping out off at Amsterdam. A bit weird, really, seeing places that me and my missus had gone. I'm thinking, oh, she's not here. I just want to go home. I just want to fucking go home. Yeah. Max was tired, yeah. For the last 24 hours, I barely spoke to him because he just went into his headphones. So every time I spoke, he went, "What?" And he put it like that, and um, I had to say it again. So everything I spoke to him in 24 hours, I had to say twice. Poor sod, he was out of it. He was gone. Yeah, fond memories, exactly. Yeah, and it was fun because I'm not the organizer of these things. My wife does that. In your marriage or in your relationships, you've got different things you do, don't you? My wife is the organizer of where we go, what time the flight is, what's the flight number. She sorts out the pickup. So I don't do anything like that. And we was already laughing about, oh God, I've got to do everything. I've got to find the gates, and I've got to get a bus from here. We was already joking. We already said, can you imagine where me and Max are going to end up? And I said, you couldn't write it, could you? On the one time that I don't fly with you, all this shit happens. But the actual, it was horrible. The bit where I told you about, where we went outside, and I'm trying to book something, and the bus driver, that was all horrible because I was like, look, I've got my son here. I know he's 15. He's a man almost, yeah. But still, I'm a dad. I'm lost. I've got my son with me. It was a horrible time actually. But once we started to sort of get into place, the hotel for that night was booked, the drive home was booked. Once we got the little bits of jigsaw in, then I was like, yeah, we can just have some fun in Amsterdam, can't we? I didn't take him anywhere near the red light, of course, but we went on a boat trip that lasted 75 minutes, just ran the main canal, just sat back and was like, yeah, this is all right. And Amsterdam is lovely, actually. It really is a nice city, especially if you take the red light out of it. Like me and my missus went last year sometime. Of course, you go to the red light, but don't even think about that as a city. It's actually really, really nice. It really is. Um, but it would have been terrible. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Coach was kind of grim. Yeah, I mean, and the coach driver did the full time as well. Like, there was another driver there. There was someone who started. He did about an hour and a half, and the other bloke did the rest of the time. It's a long time, isn't it? And I'm sitting there thinking, So, did you sleep well last night? Are you safe to travel? I've got my son here. Our lives are in your hands, and I'm just looking at him. And then when he got to London, you could tell he was tired. He was bibbing everyone. There was cyclists in front bibbing, and it wasn't the best experience, but it was all right. Well, it was actually 12 hours all in, and we got the boat as well. So when I sat on the coach, I says to him, with my fingers crossed, are we getting the tunnel or are we getting the boat? No, we're on the boat in this one. Oh, for fuck's sake. So now you got to get off. And I did fall asleep at that point. So all the lights come on. You're like, what the fuck's going on? Where are we? Yeah, you got to go upstairs for an hour or so while they're crossing. Oh, this is just. And I kept thinking, but even when we get to London, I've still got a couple of hours to do, and I'm so tired. I just want to go home. But yes, it's fine. So, gaming. What is happening with gaming? We've got Starfield coming out tomorrow. I'm going to Fort Park tomorrow, so if anyone's going to Fort Park, you're welcome to meet up. But yes, would you say this kind of trip to Gamescom was worth it? What would you change next time? Would you say this kind of trip to Gamescom? Well, I wouldn't get a coach or anything like that, but Gamescom, if you want to go back to that, yeah, absolutely Gamescom. But if you don't like crowds, don't go because you're going to be absolutely swamped. You can barely even walk to the toilet because it's like that street in Japan, isn't it? Where it's just people and you're like forever like this. And it's really overbearing the amount of people there that are there over the 4 days. I think it was 400,000, which wasn't a record, but it's getting back to the numbers before COVID. But that means 100,000 people every day, and there's a lot of women dressed as in nothing, basically. Under the banner of cosplay. Me and Max were like, "Did you just see that one? She's wearing a G-string and barely nothing else." So that was. That was a bit weird. I didn't expect to see that. It wasn't the usual EGX geeky crowd. It was quite a cool crowd actually. I think it's quite a big and cool event, and it did attract that, which was it kept our spirits up. It was fine. Yeah, no worries, Pivers, of course. But yes, yeah, that was fun. Are you playing Starfield for the original official release or getting it early? I'm not getting it from anyone. I've already brought it. I've brought the early access. I think on Game Pass you can upgrade it to about 31 quid. I would play it tomorrow, and I will play it tomorrow night, actually. Whatever time we get back from Fort Park, I will play it tomorrow night. And actually, that'll be good because a lot of you will have played it yourselves and you don't want spoilers. That means that you're a day ahead of me, so that's fine. Yeah, official confirmed result was 320,000 visitors. It's a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, 31 quid for the upgrade. So I don't know whether, not that I'm planning to, but I don't know whether you cancel Game Pass, you can still play that, or whether that's a cheaper upgrade whilst you're in Game Pass. I don't know. But yes, it's been a long trip. Sorry to bore you with my story. If you follow me on Twitter, you will already know all of this anyway. But Gamescom was fantastic. Scotland was fantastic. The journey back, as long-winded as it was, now you're back, and I've recovered from my sleep, and I'm raring to go. I'm literally raring to go back on the channel. I've missed you all. I can't wait to get back to daily streams next week. I think Tuesday of next week, everyone goes back to school. Even when my missus goes back to work, so I'm going to have all day, every day, back here on the channel. I do want to make more videos. I do want to do more streams. I do want to get back to doing more indie games as well. There's a lot of indie games there which are really, really interested. And I think if I look back at my channel, I have veered a little bit towards the bigger known titles. So I do want to, even if it's done in video form, maybe a weekly update, weekly upload or something like that, something for Indie Corner. So I want to get back to that. And just make more videos, do more streams, just get back to what I love really, and I do love this channel. And going to Gamescom and being engulfed in gaming for 4 days was just so good. And I know I wasn't, but it was almost like you feel part of the sort of gaming industry, if you like, streaming from a stage and going backstage. It just felt so good. It was a real fantastic experience. It really was. And walking out to hundreds of people, okay, they wasn't there for me. They're there to see what whoever this is play whatever that is and give away whatever you're giving away. Don't think I'm over egging it. I know they wasn't my audience, but they stuck around. They like the bus racing and all that sort of stuff and messing about on police sim. And Railroads Online was quite a big crowd because it's quite an interesting looking game. It was just a lot of fun. It really was. Blister Simulator, yes, I had massive blisters. They seem to be all right now. Ride 5, I haven't played very much, but I have got Ride 5. Yes. You need to do VR on No Man's Sky. Yeah, I will do. Yeah. Are you racing tonight? No, if I'm playing anything tonight, well, I am playing something tonight. It will be Under the Waves, which caught my eye from the Xbox stand. Was fantastic, by the way. Nintendo stuff was good. The Xbox stand was massive. Phil Spencer was there, and PlayStation weren't there really in any sort of stand. Obviously, PlayStation stuff was everywhere, but there wasn't really a PlayStation stand like there was the Xbox and Nintendo. But one title that genuinely caught my eye from the very first moment I clicked my eyes on it, and Para will tell you because Para was there, was Under the Waves. I'm like, hang on a minute, that looks really good. And we queued up, we have a go, and queued up, had another go, had a go the next day. I didn't realise it was out so soon. The woman said it's out towards the end of the year. She obviously had a misinformation. It's actually out now. It's like an underwater adventure. Immediately you look at it and think, is it like Subnautica? But it's not. I think it's just an adventure puzzler. So we'll be playing that tonight. It's not on Game Pass, unfortunately, so I've got to buy it. Which is weird, isn't it? When you look around and Starfield's there, Forza's there, but this one, well, when you're so used to Xbox having Game Pass, you either expect or just think that everything should go to Game Pass. Well, some other games just need supporting, but I did like it. I did play it, and another one which really caught my eye that I know you're going to love, and probably a lot of you have followed along with anyway, is Star Trucker. Oh my God, Star Trucker looks fantastic. It's basically Euro Truck in space. It looks so good. That was another one where I played the demo about 4 times. It was very good. Um, Look out for that. That's coming next year. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that was really good. Starfield was I didn't see whether there was anything playable for Forza. I think you had to go and have a demonstration. Starfield was the same. We you queued up. There's probably about 50 people at a time in a very small um, like a presentation room, and they showed you a new trailer and about 15 minutes of gameplay, expanded on some of that. So I'm very excited for Starfield. I really am. Yeah, that was really good. No, nothing playable with Starfield at all. In fact, a lot of the stands were watching. Come in and have a look and sit down, and we'll play it to you. A lot of the stuff, obviously, if you want to queue up for 4 hours, I mean, if you do ever go, I don't think you need to do this at EGX, but if you do ever go, take a fold-up seat with you. Or a lot of them even had this little fold-up sort of stools, and just sitting down, because sitting down on the floor is not something I do. Standing up all day long absolutely kills me. It was tiring as fuck. I think if we took a chair, you wouldn't mind queuing up for a couple of hours. You get your lunch, you sit down, you'll scoot along in the queue. It wouldn't be too fine, but too bad. Plus, there's also shit to look at as people going past dressed as women in all sorts of stuff. Lots of men in dresses, which I didn't really get. It's not like they're out of game characters, just men in dresses. I don't know. I don't know. Take a seat. Yes, Matt. Yeah, yeah. So that yeah, they're talking about it. Yeah, they're talking about it, but like Mel says, it won't be for a long time. They're saying it's possible. They're saying it's possible. And that is it, really. So yes, I can't wait to get back onto the channel properly. I consider now at this moment that I'm back on the channel, which is lovely. Just tie a cushion to your arse, yeah. And thank you for all of your patience in waiting for me while I went on holiday. I do appreciate it. And like I say, a lot of you come in every day while you're either at work or gaming in the background. And of course, that's the way life moves. I wasn't there. You get used to it. You watch someone else or you listen to something else. I know that. I understand that. I'm not over egging my channel at all. But it would be lovely to go back to being part of your day and part of your gaming sort of experience, if you like. I can't wait for that. Yes, member stream. Yeah, I know I'm behind on that. I will do something. We'll just skip those and put the yeah, because I can't catch up on 4. I can barely keep up with 1. Yeah, we'll add whatever I've missed to the prize of September's. That's what we'll do. You may try, but you'll never get rid of us. Now, I haven't. We're going to hibernate actually because I've run out of money. Yeah, I've run out of everything. I've put on a bit of weight where we keep eating out. So it's September, isn't it? Tomorrow. So yeah, we're going to hibernate for a few months and do nothing, not eat out. We ate out last night just to, as a family, just to get back together. But yeah, no more eating out now. And yeah, back to just enjoying your home and enjoying gaming. That's what I'm going to be doing. So yes, 30 days of member streams. Yeah, yeah. So I think that's it. I think I'm going to go and do some jobs for the afternoon, and then get back to streaming Under the Waves hopefully tonight. Starfield tomorrow. I really want to, and you know me, I'm just going to take my time in Starfield. Apparently, there is so much to do. I'm going to go in with an open mind. I'm not going in with this. Oh, it's going to be the game of a generation. Blah blah blah. I'm just going to go in. It's a new game. Let's just enjoy it for what it is. Okay, the PlayStation people will come in and be nosy. Xbox players might be interested. Who knows? I want to play it, but that's the main thing. But yes, that is it, everyone. I will be back tonight. It is absolutely gorgeous to see you all, and it's nice to be sitting back in this chair, looking at the chat. Okay, I'm looking at myself on the screen instead of a game. A bit of a weird stream. We don't normally do these types of streams, but with no game. But yes, that is it, everyone. I'm going to finish this tea now because it's still in there. And I will see you probably 8 o'clock tonight, something like that. See you later, everyone.